is the Dublin Special Master.
Live and direct.
Breakfast with CubCamTV.
Trickstar Radio.
There we go, just coming up to 8:45 here, Trickstar Radio. We're back inside the building. How are we feeling this morning? Welcome back to Breakfast with KXVU. You got myself and Yaron Ash in the building, and we're going to jump into a few more techie updates about something we said we will talk about quite regularly. Kicking off with the world of Fortnite and what's going on in Fortnite. Because, I mean, I'm a sort of avid Fortnite player. I try to stay up to date with the game, and it's definitely a good place. It's almost become a bit of a South Park, I feel, in regards to gauging what's going on in pop culture right now. Whether it be dance moves, whether it be songs that are popular, whether it be popular films or
fashion.
TV series, fashion, everything seems to get folded into this game. And something that I've seen floating around, obviously, is not necessarily a good thing for Fortnite. We're looking at this as Apple has banned Fortnite from the App Store during an ongoing Epic Games legal battle. Now, not the sort of battle you're expected in Fortnite scenario. Used to a bit of a battle royale.
Not the good kind of battle,
but it's interesting. Apple has obviously banned it from the App Store until a legal battle with the games maker Epic Games has concluded, according to Tim Sweeney, Chief Executive of Epic Games. This means the popular game won't be available for new users to download on iPhones or Apple devices, although I do believe it is still playable if you already have it downloaded. Mr. Sweeney called out Apple on a series of tweets, and he said the appeals process may take about 5 years to complete. So not ideal considering they developed a specific version for mobile. The BBC did actually approach the Apple for comment on this. Essentially, it's to do with them trying to bypass payment on basically Apple. I think it's that Apple takes 30% of every sale
in that purchase. And they've kind of created their own payment system within the game itself that, in theory, bypasses that 30%.
And basically, they're not happy about it, so they've basically pulled them out of the store. So, obviously, this is something going on in the sort of legal world of Fortnite itself. I mean, do you feel any type of way about this?
I mean, if we kind of relate this and we go back to our conversation about the metaverse, right? The metaverse, a platform that's universally accessible for everybody, needs to be accessible from every phone device as well. It's not a good thing if they're trying to create this kind of universal platform. But at the same time, this is still a money game. And it's interesting to me that Fortnite as a company would choose to potentially lose out on support from Apple devices against rather than losing out on 30%.
Biting the bullet more than anything else.
So we have to kind of imagine how much money Fortnite are making off of those devices.
For this to be a thing they're not willing to
budge on. Yeah.
I mean, the interesting thing with Fortnite, obviously, is it's still a free-to-play game.
Yeah.
If you want to play it for free, you can play it completely for free. You can get the most out of it. You can probably get as much of any game for free as you can
absolutely.
with this. So it is interesting that there's still so much sort of financial stuff going on behind the scenes.
Yeah, and I think the difficult thing is, I remember when Fortnite first started gaining popularity, the fact that it became, when it first came out on mobile and it was a truly kind of inter-platform, inter-device game. It was such a big thing. It was such a big selling point. It's now almost outgrown that to the point where maybe it doesn't need it anymore. Maybe it needs to be consumed on devices that can handle the kind of volume and graphics that it was made for. The interesting thing coming out of this is this kind of regulatory side of these platforms.
It's kind of you have your fun, yes, but now you must get back in line.
Yeah, and
the rules.
Fortnite have their own in-app purchase and purchasing platform, and that is only going to become more prominent when we start integrating more aspects of life into metaverse platforms. If you start being able to trade with other users for actual money, if you're able to run businesses within these metaverses, and I think we saw another news story come out about Facebook now dedicating $50 million, I believe, to a fund which is essentially going to ensure that any implementation of a metaverse platform is done in a moral and by the book way, which is...
It costs a lot of money to be a good person these days.
You say that.
It's crazy.
But to me, $50 million doesn't seem like a lot of money when you're talking about creating an environment, a digital environment that will be accessed by potentially everybody in the world. When Facebook talk about their metaverse in this article, they talk about a place where people can go and meet people online almost semi-physically, obviously not physically, and do almost anything they want, be it play games, be it watch movies, be it trade, be it, talk, whatever it may be. And $50 million doesn't seem like a lot of money to ensure that is completely by the book, that that's completely safe. I'm almost imagining there having to be like
We're gonna get
metaverse police.
We're going to get Agent Smith.
Yeah.
This is where Agent
Yeah.
Smith comes from.
I mean, you joke, but there must be a plan for almost like a policing team, like a moderator team who will exist within this metaverse. It'll be like the e-police.
The E-police.
Like,
Oh, God, it sounds terrible.
I'm imagining some futuristic uniform, and then they have these like poles that come out of their arms, and they're just electricity. Am I copying something here? This feels very familiar.
This does seem very familiar. It sounds like a cross between something I saw in Shang-Chi and
Yeah.
Agent Smith.
Literally. But think about it, like it's essentially
I'm telling you,
replicating.
mate, I'm telling you, this is how the Matrix starts. This is
Yeah.
how the Matrix starts. Because this is the Matrix.
Yeah. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
But I do think that it's going to cost a lot more than $50 million to make sure that this is done in the right way. And the fact that Zuckerberg is at the forefront of all this makes me feel a little bit on edge. Not because he's a horrible guy, but because he's just got way too much power.
Yeah, entirely. I mean, this is the thing. It depends with something like this how much people take to it.
Yeah.
If it's something that
Yeah.
launches and people go, bleh,
Yeah.
which has happened with big things that we didn't expect. Like,
Yeah.
I think there's been a few consoles that haven't really taken off. Like VR took ages to take off.
Yeah.
It
And still hasn't
It
really.
still hasn't really.
Yeah.
The concept's still like, oh, cool, let's do it in VR. But
Yeah,
people are
yeah,
still
yeah.
like, don't really care.
But this could be the moment where all of that comes
Entirely.
together, right?
I mean, this is the thing. This is where we do transcend. I suppose the way we view the digital world. Essentially,
Yeah.
this is
Yeah.
the VR is that transitional point, taking
Yeah.
things from sitting in front of a screen to being in the screen.
Yeah.
This is that point.
I mean, if we think about it, this is culminating a lot of new technology. You're looking at VR because that would be the best way to consume a metaverse environment. You're looking at gaming, Fortnite being at the forefront of that. You're looking at cryptocurrency because you're going to have some sort of in-app currencies that allow you to transfer various devices, various assets. The same with NFTs because that's how you would transfer digital assets. You know, we've got a lot going on here, and it's just almost about putting all that together and making it make sense.
We're going to end up with digital.
It's Ready Player One, mate.
Yeah.
It is legitimately Ready Player One.
I think we're going to end up with almost digital houses. People go to each other's digital houses. You're going to look on the walls, and the paintings are going to be NFTs.
Hopefully, it'll be cheaper than renting in Brighton.
Maybe.
That'd be
Can
nice.
you get digital food? What would you want if you could get digital? What do you think would be nice as digital food that you could download? If you could download taste, can you imagine?
I reckon a mac and cheese would be a really
It will
good
transfer
digital
nicely
food.
because it's quite like a simple taste.
Yeah,
It's a simple taste.
like
and texture.
pixel-wise, it won't have to be super,
Pixel
super small
wise.
bits.
But this is the thing. This is when you now do start getting into this idea of can
Yeah.
you transfer sense? Can you download things directly in? This is what you start.
That 5D experience.
Yeah.
supposedly.
This is where it does get a little bit complicated. But I don't want to lose too many people this morning. It's just coming up to 9 o'clock. People
Just
start
rambling on.
People start work in 7 minutes. Now they're going to be going, oh,
They're questioning their whole life.
I want to download a Big Mac. That's what people are going to be
A
saying.
nice McChicken sandwich.
But Yaron, we've run out of time.
Oh, that went quickly.
And it did go really quickly. It's absolutely zoomed by.
We've
today.
spoken a lot today. I'm
we have-
so sorry.
We have talked a lot. We played bangers, as we love to do,
Yeah.
but we have also spoken a fair bit. Yaron, it's always a pleasure to have you in.
Pleasure
Thanks
as
for all the
always.
updates as well regarding crypto and NFTs and all those things I can't stand.
So I'm going to go cry in a corner now.
What do you say for the rest of the day?
Oh, you know, same old, same old. Gym, work, food, lots of food,
Lots of food
and sleep.
and sleep.
Hopefully.
What more could a person ask?
I know.
That's all you want in
Eat,
life,
sleep, rave. Well, not so rave, repeat.
really. Repeat.
Yeah,
Did the rave bit.
that's done. I can't handle it anymore.
Right, this is the last two for this hour. Then we're going to get to this one. Nelson Navarro and Wyland. This one goes by the name Virtuoso. Then we've got a bit of Darko to play for you as well, alongside Buju and TSB. We're going to jump into some classics from Chronix for the first 30 minutes of the final hour, and then we're getting into today's Dub Shack Spotlight. So keep it locked and don't go anywhere.
Yes.
This is Breakfast with KXVU, bringing you their morning flavors on Trickstar Radio.
Trickstar Radio.